All right, guys, real quick, back here in the gym still, wanted to show you something real quick. So the couple of quick things to know about lifting weights. If you guys are just getting into weightlifting, even if you're super advanced, you may already know this. Every day that you lift weights, you want to try to work what I would call a complex muscle. That's your chest, your shoulder is a complex muscle, your thighs and quads are complex muscles, and especially your back. Those of you who have back problems, today's might be a little bit of a challenge for you, but we're going to talk about some things you can do as well. The whole point of working a complex muscle, one complex muscle at least, in every workout, I typically will save arms day and just do arms, but at least you're working both sets, both sides of your arms, and your tricep is still a complex muscle, though it's not a large one. But we want to work a complex muscle because it eats up calories. Breaking down all of the muscle in your chest, you have striations going this way, coming up, coming over, because there's a lot of complex movement that your chest is responsible for. Don't want to nerd speak you to death, but you want to work on a complex muscle at least in once every workout because it eats up so much calories. When you break it down, it has to build back up and restore itself, and that's the benefit of lifting the weight. You tear down the muscle in a good way, it eats up a lot of energy or calories to rebuild. So today we're going to talk about our back. That's my first heavy lifting day, or if you want to call it that, weightlifting day. It doesn't have to be super hard. I'm going to start with something that is super hard. So if you're just beginning, you can skip this first portion of the workout, and I'll show you some more back stuff. I'm going to go with 3 back exercises that you can do. The first one is super hard, so I will actually, include a 4th one. So if you want to skip the super hard, if you're just getting started, we'll get to that. But if you are capable of doing a pull-up or not, we're going to talk about proper pull-up form. It's a little bit different than what you might have seen on CrossFit crud or TV or whatever. Not that there's anything wrong with CrossFit, but it ain't for everybody, and I don't want anybody getting hurt. I am not a doctor. I'm not an exerciseologist or anything like that. I'm just going off my experience and what I've been taught. So please make sure you've consulted with a physician and that you've got proper okay to go ahead and do whatever we're going to be working on. Doesn't matter how simple or complex it is. So that being said, if you're good to go, we're going to do pull-ups. Now this is my bar. We do not have a pull-up bar, so I'm going to do phantom pull-ups and just show you, demonstrate the motion. Now for my pull-ups, let me back up. I'm going to keep my arms a little bit more than shoulder width apart. Typically, if I go 90 degrees here, then my arms are straight out and my forearms are straight up. The bar is in front of your face, and pull-ups are with your palms facing out and away from your shoulders. For me, I'm going to turn sideways. I keep an arch in my lower back. I am not going to be hunched over. I'm not going to be swinging and trying to kip up. I'm going to keep my arch in my lower back, and then I'm going to pull myself elbows towards my back, straight up, and try to get my chin over the bar. So proper pull-up form, you should be still. You should not be swinging. That's going to take some time to get used to, but as your core develops, you'll be still as you come up. And it should almost look like you're standing, but you're raising yourself on the bar. So that's proper pull-up form. That's exercise number 1 if you're very, very complicated or complex and able to do it. Exercise number 2, we're going to turn our hands around, and we're going to do the exact same thing. Keep our back arched. Pull up in a slow, steady motion, no swinging, no rocking. We don't want to be jerking ourselves up and hurting ourselves. Then exercise number 3, we would be using, let's just say we've got a handle of some sort and we're on the bar. We're going to keep our grip to where our palms are facing each other and do what's called a neutral grip. And again, pull up on the bar with your back slightly curved and keep your body still. Those are your first 3 exercises for back day. Do 3 sets of each. If you can, do at least 10 reps. I try to get in 100 pull-ups every back day. I do 5 sets of 12. So I'll go 3 sets of pull-ups at 12, then 2 sets of chin-ups with your hands like this at 12. And then the rest, I'll do one last set of chin-ups at 10, and then 3 sets of neutral grip at 10. So if you're into complex working out, if you're far advanced, that's a better word, if you're advanced, that's where you want to start your back day, in my opinion. Now we'll skip to a couple of easier things here with the next one. Thanks.